today's video. So in this video, we are going to show you how you can create this effect in Canva, wherein we have these rotating icons or elements, okay, on the side. So to start, okay, let's first explore the animation rotate in Canva. So the first thing we have to do is first let's bring in an object like a graphics. So let's say I'm going to choose this one and apply the rotate animation. So I'll go to animate after I click the object and scroll to the element animations pane and look for rotate. So the rotate tool allows us to rotate icons or objects. However, you would notice that it's not rotating the way that I want it to be. It's rotating on its middle. So what you want to happen is for the several icons to rotate a certain way. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to uh, do some workaround in order to make this previous animation that we have happen in Canva. So to perform something like this, the first step that you have to do is first bring in your elements, okay, or your objects. So I need for this one, I need like 8 icons. Okay, so I'm selecting randomly here. So let's say I have this 4, I have 5, 6, we have 7, and we have let's say just take this one 8. Okay, so now that we have our elements here, we need to insert a circle, okay, in our page. So we're going to uh, click the letter C on our keyboard, and in Canva, that will produce a circle automatically. So I will now then plot, okay, the icons. Okay, I think I have an extra one here. I'll just delete this one. So I have to plot these icons, okay, on the circle that I have. So let's start with the first one. And then for the second one, I have to also plot it, but they have to sort of like surround the circle. You have to resize it in such a way that the height of the elements are the same. So if this is a problem, one way that you can resolve this is by putting another circle. So I click letter C again, and I'm going to increase, okay, the size of this one, and we're going to align it over the previous circle that we've had. And then we're going to declare that this circle, the larger one, should have no fill. However, the border should be present because the border will be used as a guide, okay, when we plot the icons that we have. So we have here our guide, and we will sort of like make sure that the icons or elements are at the same height, and that is by putting this circle, okay, over the circle as well and using it as a guide, okay, for the elements. Now, take note that this new circle that we have should be centered the same way that the previous circle is centered. And since this is a recent element, it will be at the front of the other elements. So I have to right click on that larger circle and go to layer and send it all the way to the back. So that way our icons are now back in front, okay, of that circle. So now I'm going to plot my elements, okay, with their foot on the middle circle and their heads aligned to the outer circle. So this will somehow ensure that we have elements of the same height, okay, plotted in our circle. So I'm now doing it one by one. So just say, give me a minute for this. Okay. So I also resize this. I honestly don't want to stop the video and just fast forward when it's done. Okay, just if you want, you can of course fast forward somewhere a few minutes later or a few seconds later. But you can just watch me do this. Won't really take a lot of time. So last two here, and so I'm forming like a circular arrangement of the icons that I have. Okay, I'm now on to the last one here. Get smaller. Okay, use the circle as your guide. Okay. And now that you have all the icons aligned, okay, in the circle, we can then let go of these two guys that we use. The inner circle and the outer circle can now go. Their job is now done. Then the next part is we have to highlight all of these icons and we have to group them together. So take note that you simply have to highlight using your cursor and then click the group button that shows up. And now that they are grouped, okay, they will now move as one. And as you can see, this is going to be the trick here. We're going to animate them as a group rather than individually. So we have to click the group. Okay, take note not to select an individual, but rather the entire group. And that is by clicking a space like between the icons or somewhere at the edges, okay, of the imaginary square that we have here. And from here, we can click animate and do the same procedure. We're going to apply rotate, okay, on this. And as you can see, this is going to be the effect that we're going to produce. And now that we have it, we can now see it working when we present. And we now have the desired effect that we want in this video. You can, of course, put it like somewhere on the side so that it acts like more of like a design rather than a centerpiece of the slide. So you can use it to improve, okay, or put some enhancement on your slide. Now, another way that you can further enhance this is by adding more elements, okay, to your grouped object. So let's say that I'm going to put a globe, so you can search for globe or earth in the elements. Okay, let's see here, graphics, and I think this one looks okay. And I'm going to place it over the previous icons that I have. Okay. And I'm going to click that earth and or globe and also click the group. And that will allow you to sort of like add this globe or earth into the group. And when this happens, the animation of the group actually retains. Okay. So now we can see that we're getting a rotating effect like this. And if you want the same way, we can, of course, put it here. Just make sure that if you're planning to do it this way, you put 1/4 or you show 1/4 of the earth, okay, visible so that when you present it, it's going to retain its circular effect, okay, on the corner. And that's how you create a rotating multiple icon effect in Canva. If this video helped you, we would appreciate a like and subscribe in the channel. It really helps us create more videos for you. If you have any questions, feel free to use the comment section and we'll try to do our best to answer and maybe even answer your query in the form of a content or video. But for now, this is it. Okay, I hope you liked the video and I will see you in the next one.